Now I'm going to show you how to create a library. Go to component library, say modify component library, and then in the bottom you have create. Instead of modify, you say create. Library name I'm gonna give it cree mx3, and type of component is an LED, so I go for diode, and width of the LED. As you see, this is like this. When in the reel, this is going in this direction, and the notch, if you see, there is a notch in the top corner. Can you see that? The notch is on the top corner. So if you see here, width is this, which is 6.5. And the length is 4.65, and the Z is 1.35. And polarity X, no, don't worry about polarity, it's okay. So you have one lead in the right, one lead in the left, so this is correct. If you have by any case you have two leads and two leads, then you have to make it 2 and 2.
Oh, okay.
But it's only 1 and 1. Okay. And then speed, 1 is maximum, 5 is minimum, so I leave it on 1. This is the speed of the nozzle picking and placing, how fast the nozzle goes and picks the component and how fast it's gonna place. So I'll select nozzle 5 for it. You have to go through the data sheet also to see how which nozzle suits it better. But actually I made a similar, I deal with similar components, so I know nozzle 5 will be suitable for it. So I'll select nozzle 5, and then that's it for now. I'll say train image. Okay. When I press train image, there are two ways to let the machine pick the component. Right now, you can place the component manually below the nozzle with your hand, and then say vacuum on. It's gonna hold it. Okay. The other way, and the simplest way, which I use every time, is this: pick up from the feeder. You have the feeder. Tell it like pick up from the feeder, and tell it which feeder it is in. Now it is in D18. So D18, pick up from the feeder. You're gonna come, show it where to pick. I didn't pick because, sorry, I forgot to give it the height. Sorry. When you say train image, pick up from the feeder, you have to show it which feeder, which is B18, and also the height, pick height.
Auto.
Yeah. Pick height. You're gonna get the nozzle number 1. And then it's gonna see what is the height. Okay, once you got the height, say OK. See that? Yeah, because it's not in its original pocket, right? So now you can say feeder position. So it the feeder position. try to make it center. Say okay. We're gonna pick it up, and now say train image by camera. And you see this thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bring this red square here. Okay.
Okay.
And drag one corner and make it exactly the size, just bigger size, and make sure this yellow and red things touch each other. The center of the yellow one and center, approximately, not exactly. Okay.
Okay.
And then say okay, not okay, and then go to the train parameters, click the train component icon, and you see the component here, right?
Okay.
If you're satisfied, then say okay. What this does is whenever, every time before placing the component, it's gonna check for this image. If it can see the same image, then it's gonna place. If it cannot see that image, it's gonna reject the component in the component bin. That's why when there is no component, you know why it's gonna go and reject the component over there even there is no component, because it can't see this image. So it's very simple. You say okay, and before you leaving, press this auto place down, so it's gonna go back and place the component where it took from. And then say exit. It's ready. Say okay.
What is the light?
Okay, light. I have to go back now again. Lights is nothing. If you cannot see the image properly, okay, you can change it to backlight or front plus backlight. But you were happy with the image, right? So don't worry about the lights. If you can see the image properly, if you feel like everything is blacked out or everything is so bright, then you can try changing the lights. But I never did it. Front light worked good for me every time, so I left it front. You can leave any remarks over here. So got it? That's it. Say okay, and you have your Cree MX3 file. Say okay. So whenever you go to component library, you'll see the Cree MX3 file with a star before it, because we created it.
तुमने चालू कर दिया बुलाया नहीं मुझे
खत्म भी हो गया.